All right, number two, what is the volume of the solid obtained by rotating the region bounded by, and I'd say, let me go to the whiteboard and try to do that in whiteboard right now. And again, they're not looking at my work at this point, it's multiple exam, but I certainly want to, visualize what they just said to me. And it's going to be it's going to be a curve y equals x cubed, and that looks sort of like this over here. This is y equals x cubed. And then they said, y equals 0. Well, y equals 0 looks like this over here. This is y equals 0. They said, oh, from x equals 0, that's this line over here, up to x equals 3. All right? And by the way, I see the region they're talking about now. Right, what's this point over here? Let's write this down. So x will be 3 here, and you get 3 cubed then, which is 27. What's this point over here? Well, let's see, it would be 3 comma 0. What's this point over there? 0, 0. So someone said, what are you doing over here? I'm going to read it again. It says, what's the volume of the solid obtained by rotating the region bounded by these curves about the x-axis? So we're rotating like this over here. What I like to do is I like to draw a rectangle in. And I just draw, a rectangle like this over here. And then I start to visualize, if I did that rectangle and I rotate about the x-axis, I would see what to me looks like a cylinder or a disc. All right? And I'm going to say the width of that disc, is a sliver, is dx. And then, someone says, I wonder what the radius of that is. The radius here is upper, which is x cubed, minus the lower, which is just simply 0. So it's x cubed. So I am ready to write an integration down now. And I'm going to say I'm going to sum the discs together from 0 up to 3. And then I got to get the volume of that disk. And a disk can be a surface area, so it's pi r squared. Pi r squared. What's r squared? It's x cubed squared times the thickness dx. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to integrate it. And if I integrate that guy, well, let me simplify it first. 0 to 3. I'll pull the pi on the outside. That's going to be x to the 6 dx. What would I get over here? Pi x7 over 7, 0 to 3. And then I got to do some work here, don't I? And I got to put the 3 in now. What are you going to get? Pi. That's going to give me 3 to the 7th power over 7. And then if I evaluate 0, it's just going to be 0. All right? Now, that would be my answer. All right? I would say, this is my answer over here. I would say, pi 3 to the 7th over 7. But when I look at the answer key, I don't see that answer listed. I don't see it. I see it as an approximate. So what I'm going to do, I would use a calculator to approximate this thing. And on a calculator, you just type it in. You type in pi, you type in 3 to 7, you divide by 7, and you should get 981.52 or thereabouts. Granted, it goes on forever, but the bottom line is that's good enough to choose an answer. And what answer would you choose over there? It's letter A. Thank you.